And we're live, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to hopefully the final part of Hood Adventures in Sherwood, starring this lovely band of merry men and me, your GM Lloyd. I'll once again go through everyone once again because just in case someone hasn't seen these people or wants a reminder of who's playing who, I don't know why I do this. Make it short, everyone, starting with Dan.
So I'm playing Garrick Somerville, the roguish falconer, and that's about as short as it can be.
Love it. Ian?
Yeah, Friar Bernard.
Feeling it. John? Done. Sorted. John?
I'm playing Guthir of Kinnig, the woodcutter who was previously an executioner.
Hannah?
I'm playing Osrid the Bard.
And finally, Sam.
I'm playing Luther Tall, and tonight's session is sponsored by wine.
And port.
Which is a kind of wine. Awesome.
Last time on Hood Adventures in Sherwood in Brockenworth, a lovely village in the New Forest. The band of now ragtag heroes of merry men had discovered some very interesting and dark secrets. Lord Arnould had come all the way here from London itself in an attempt to assassinate the King of England, Richard the Lionheart. In doing so, he has slain the current sheriff and replaced him, and also blamed the entire thing on Catherine the Bloodless, whom he is parading that the lady who is with you currently is Catherine the Bloodless. She is not. She is Catherine Arnould, his wife. He's her husband. Words. Interesting enough, you also came up with another wonderful part of it. As you discovered this, you also discovered that King Richard is with you, and he now knows of the assassination, and now he has tasked you to come all the way up there to save him. So he's headed off in early and left you all behind, saying he will give you enough instructions, tell you what you need to do, and he will help you in any way, but the plan is up to you, and he's really looking forward to it. Ooh! With that in mind...
Sorry.
It's okay, Hannah. Just take out. Make sure you're right. The thing about recording, right, is that we record fine for now, and then about 5 seconds into it, I forget the recording, so I start chatting normally. So... with that in mind, ladies and gentlemen, we are at the feast. There is a giant table lined up, laid in with half the men on one side, the important clergymen who have all come down, including Bishop Powell, who, by the way, is your bishop, Friar Bernard, the one in charge of the area you're in, lined up one side, and a whole bunch of fairly important nobility lined up on the other side, sitting at the very far end in a giant chair with a big smile on his face, and his hands like pretty much holding this giant, huge piece of ham. It's Richard the Lionheart. His hair still incredibly immaculate. His beard now slightly more trimmed, and he's just chomping away with a big smile on his face. To his right sits the new sheriff of Brockenworth, Lord Arnould, in his full-on black clothes and a scar that runs all the way down the side of his face. The rest are all of his men that are surrounding the area, along with his men and some of King Richard's own men. It's a bit of a mix of both. So, with that in mind, where are you?
I'm in the Minstrel's Gallery.
Is about maybe one floor up. It's about maybe like 10 feet above the ground. No, 10 feet is a bit small. Yeah, 10 feet above the ground. It's a whole set of people playing instruments, and you're part of them. How did you get into minstrels? As we have a quick flashback.
Well, I turned up with an incredibly good musical instrument and had an incredibly good skill in using that musical instrument, so they stuck me in.
I think that's perfectly fair. So that's how you got into it. What about the rest of you?
I think I'm probably helping my young friend Friar Bernard, sort of carrying these big.
Gentlemen, don't forget that you're also wanted.
Yes. Well, that's why I'm in the back. Like I say, I'm helping Friar Bernard move these huge, heavy casks of wine and stuff that he's made. Because he's brilliant for making the wine, but he's a wee slip of a lad. So he's not exactly going to be up for like hefting these big heavy barrels himself. So I'll have been helping out there.
I remember some of us had a trim to try look different. That was something that was in previous session.
Good point.
All
right.
I failed at that, I remember.
Dan, where is Guthia? No, wait, not Guthia, my bad. Where's Garrick?
So I don't know if Fra Bernard needs any more help.
He'll take it.
I could possible. Okay, I could be helping with that. I imagine, like, I don't know if there's some windows that are like open higher up, or like rafters or something that I could just really surreptitiously just let all of the falcon in, and like she flutters up to the top or something without people noticing.
Sounds perfectly fine.
Excellent. And then I'll help with the barrels.
I was going to say, you know, like with the barrels, they normally have those like crossed sort of wooden like frames to like sort of hold the barrels up.
Oh, yeah.
I want to try and like effectively, like, if we can, like whatever weapons we've got that we want to take in with us, try and like secrete them like in the lower half of these frames. So if we need to like grab our weapons out, we can like whoop them out.
That is perfect. I love that. That's great. And finally, Luther the Tall.
I'm on the roof because guards don't look up. I've got a bit of an Assassin's Creed vibe going on.
They're like dogs, man. They can't look up.
Yeah.
All right. Exactly. As you're all in your positions, we're going to quickly cut the scene back to the bar again. And you're all sitting there. And Catherine is sitting in front of you. And she goes, all right, so I don't know what the plan is, but I know my husband and what I know from these papers. If he's going to try and attempt to kill the king, he's going to go for 3 different methods. If one doesn't work, he'll try the other. If that doesn't work, he'll try the last. And he opens it up. She opens up the paper and she goes, looking over here, the first thing he'll do is he'll try to poison the wine. The king will have his own special wine brew that's going through, and he'll try and swap that with a more deadlier wine. If we can stop that wine and stop the king from drinking that, we should be fine. She goes the first one.
Bernard, that looks like your job.
Yes, I can do that.
Perhaps if it's going to be dangerous, a couple of us should assist you with that, Bernard. I don't mean to cast aspersions on you, my fine young fellow, but well, if things go a little bit wrong, I'd hate to see you abandoned there on your own and left to the mercies of these villains.
Oh, I wouldn't want that. You think it would be dangerous?
Perhaps myself and Garrick could assist.
Perfect. Yes, two strong chaps like you. Brilliant.
More than happy to. Shall we find out what the other plans are first?
The second plan, what he's definitely 100% always tries to do, is he tries to get someone in who is a trained assassin. If the poison doesn't work, he will attempt to shoot someone and blame it on someone, most probably me. There will probably be a woman somewhere fairly high. If there's any location, but maybe like 10 feet high from anything else, that's where that person would be. Amongst them, there'll be a lady. She will be carrying some kind of ranged weapon of her choice. She'll have a clear shot to the king. She'll take the shot during any kind of commotion. If we can find who that person is and stop them, we're fine. And you have any plans?
A location 10 feet high? What sort of...
You mean like the Minstrel's Gallery?
A Minstrel's Gallery makes sense as well. That would be a good place where you'd place someone up there. Someone who would look down on everything.
Certainly,
that shot.
I could look from there to see, but yeah, that would be an ideal place to take a shot. That's why I was going to get myself in there.
I see. Splendid. Well, if you can ingratiate yourself with whatever entertainment they've got, then sort of scope out which of the people doesn't belong there, aside from yourself, obviously. Perhaps you can deal with the person, or at least point this person out to the rest of us. But we need some. The 3 of us are going to be occupied helping with the wine. Perhaps Luther could take point or something similar, and we can bring him in as our sort of hidden weapon, effectively, when no one's expecting him.
That sounds fair. There's one last problem. He hasn't listed a third method. But I know my husband, he always does things in 3s. That's how we are. We have 3 children. This would be it. There would be one last thing I don't know what it is or what he's planning, but we'll have one last thing to do before he gives up on the plan.
Is he more likely to pay somebody else to do this or do it himself?
I don't know.
All else fails.
I have no idea. He'll have something that I'm not ready for. Something that
If I were him, I'd probably just be sat next to the king, and if all else goes wrong, just stab him myself.
No, he wouldn't. The third plan wouldn't be him himself. If he stabs the king, it means he dirties his hands. If someone
Wait a minute, I've got it. If perhaps if he does station himself close to the king, as you were saying, Luther, perhaps if one of these other methods is attempted but fails, it would then seem likely that both he and his men, as the sheriff, would attempt to usher the king away from danger, which would then place him in a vulnerable position.
That would work. If he had a third location with something set up and a person to blame for it, he would move there. So his third plan must have something to do with going somewhere else.
Well, I could go up on the roof or something and try and scout the area.
That's probably a good idea as well.
Excellent. If we can also make sure we've got mounts of some kind nearby, then if they try and make a run for it or kidnap the king, we can at least pursue them or try and head them off.
How many ways in and out of the abbey are there, Friar?
Yeah, Friar, how many
It's
ways?
in the abbey, isn't it?
Yes.
Numerous. There's obviously the front way in. There's a way down to the cellars. There's,
What if you were riding on a horse? Which way would you go?
You'd have to come down the hill. There's only one path that's horse-worthy. Everything else is by foot.
So
And there's
that's
only
where
one
you need to
single
be
path
watching from, then, Ranger.
I've got an idea. The sheriff and his men, they'll be turning up on their horses. If they decide to make a speedy exit, they'll no doubt be seeking to use those horses. Well, what say we let them all go inside and we cut loose the horses once they're inside. Then if they do try and usher the king out, they won't have any mounts to actually get away on.
All right, that sounds like a great plan. It means that they can't run away. They'll have to fight us right there and then.
Exactly.
All right, let's do it, she says. And then we cut all the way back to the party. The party's in full swing. He's standing there, he's eating the meat, he's feeling all right. So let's start with plan number one. Plan number one is the poisoned wine. Friar Bernard, you know full well that you've got all the wine on you, but they must be getting wine coming in from somewhere else for this. And you can already tell because one of the other friars has said that they brought wine in specifically from somewhere else and it's being stored somewhat near yours.
Okay. Well, there may be some kind of accident occurs.
All right, what are we going to do?
It'd be a shame if one of those barrels sprung a leak, Friar. I'll say that, patting my axe.
Yeah. I had the same thought. Just
Terrible shame.
Oh, seems like all these barrels have had an accident, an axe-shaped accident.
Well, here's the problem, you see. As you guys come on in and come in to see the barrels, as you enter the room and you take a look around, you can only see your barrels here in your room. Where the other ones are, you don't know yet.
Close by, the other friar said. Yeah.
Yep.
Obviously, those vagabonds have moved them in to prevent any sort of tampering.
Yeah, just check. Make sure these that I assume are mine are in fact mine.
They are, in fact, yours. You mark them with like a big B.
Okay, can we assume that since we've been like obviously myself and my friend Garrick have been helping out young Friar Bernard, that obviously to disguise our appearances, maybe we've sort of like grabbed some like generic monkish robes from somewhere, so we can like keep ourselves hooded.
Yes. You're all hooded.
Right, we don't have much time. If one of us stays here, one of us could head off and search the rest of the abbey for these additional wine barrels. They must be somewhere near. After all, they're not going to carry it for miles to get it to the banquet hall.
True. So I'll try and rack my brains as to where might be the best place to hide such a thing.
Ooh, why don't you make me a roll for that? I would say it's a base difficulty. In this case, the base difficulty is only 3. 3 successes will get you what you need. Also, guys, get your hood die ready, boys! Whoop, whoop! Whoop, whoop! Where's my
Damn, I nearly forgot.
Goddamn hood die.
Fuck yeah!
Get your dub dice ready.
Get your dub
Hood
dice.
die ready.
You guys.
Right.
So you know how to do this, right? Remember, you get
Nice.
1 for every category. If you don't have one in the category that fits, you roll a d4.
It's always 6
Right.
dice plus the hood dice, isn't it?
Mhm. Yep, always. You get extra die by using a
Right, so I
pluck.
reckon it's... Okay, I think I've got it. So I'm on 2d8s, a d6, and 3d4.
Yeah. Show me how it's done. Show me what you got.
Three of
Show me
those.
what you got.
Well, is something showing? Is my cassock not tight enough?
No, it's a Rick and Morty reference.
It's the only one I know.
Here we go. Oh, that's not good.
Oh, maybe Hood will save you. The difficulty is only 3.
Come on, Hood. So, what's a 4?
4 is a success. A 4 on the hood die is, if I'm not mistaken, I have to go double check because I always forget how the numbers go around. I'm really sorry. I love you guys. Give me a second. Oh, God, why did I write that thing?
That's bad, isn't it?
That could be
Yeah,
the sheriff.
4 is sheriff.
Yeah,
So, yeah, sorry. 4 is bad.
pants.
So, yeah, that's super bad. That's like the worst. That's like the worst possible roll you could ever make. So all your penalties become minuses. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So you actually got -2 for that roll. All right. So you start searching around the area. You're like, you're not quite sure where it would be. But you sort of realize about halfway to come. Go, well, it can't be anywhere else. It has to be one of the other cellars. It has to be kept cool, right? And you spot it. There is this lovely this lovely underground area where all the other wines are kept. They've only got 2 guards in front of it too, or just guarding the place that arms folded.
Yes, I think it's in there.
The guards in there, I'm going to say, sort of like peeping out from behind the corner that we're secreted around. Are they the sheriff's guards wearing like the sheriff's livery, or are they king's men?
Sheriff's guards.
Right. I'll sort of lean into Garrick and the good friar when I say, right, my friends, it seems to me we have a couple of choices here. We can either try and prevent them when they try and take the wine to the banquet hall and wait until that moment, which has the opportunity that it doesn't tip our hand too early, but obviously it's pretty much an all or nothing proposition. Or we get in there now and we try and stop them before the wine can be dealt out. But if we fail, then the sheriff will know we're here for certain.
We're like down below in the bowels of the abbey, right?
Mm-hmm.
Quite some distance from anyone, so the banging wouldn't be heard if someone was to.
Yep.
Why don't you just close the door on them and lock it? Presumably, these people don't have the keys. Friar Bernard might have like a huge set of keys in this.
I can imagine Friar Bernard having a huge set of keys.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
that kind of guy.
We could lock it, barricade the door. People shouldn't be coming down here that aren't Friar Bernard.
That's a splendid idea, Garrick. I mean, after all, with all the noise of the celebrations upstairs, there's no way they'd hear someone pounding on the doors.
True, and then we don't have to risk ourselves. And we can just carry up. And by the time they get out, the wine plot may well be well past.
True.
Bernard, do you have a key for these doors, my young friend?
If you spend a point of pluck, yes, you do. Although you might have to unmute your microphone first.
A point of pluck to unmute my microphone.
Yep, that's what you need. Point of pluck to unmute your microphone.
A point of pluck to have. This is the one.
I just thought he'd picked an inconvenient moment to take a vow of silence.
Damn it, Bernard, not now.
Of all the times, Bernard.
Right, Bernard, you've got a key. They're on the other side of the door. They're just sitting there, just chatting amongst each other. So just relax, not really paying attention. If you guys sneak in close enough, you can just quietly close the door and unlock it before they open it.
Well, I think that's a job for the nimble-footed Friar Bernard.
Yeah. All right, Friar Bernard. Good luck with this. Difficulty is going to be, once again, I'm going to make it. Should I make it 3? 3 doesn't seem that. I tell you what, I'm making a pulse roll because I feel that's important for this. This is against 2 guys. So let's see what they have to do.
Do these 2 guys look like guards, like sheriff's men, or are they like monks in cassocks? Or
The sheriff.
They look like sheriff's men. They've got a sheriff's armor on. They're just sitting there, sort of like looking all grunty. Difficulty's only 2 you have to beat because I rolled 6 on the die.
Okay.
I'm going to be leaning close to Garrick, and I'll be like, if they spot us and put up a struggle, I think we're going to have to deal with them in a more decisive fashion, Garrick.
yeah, because we're already still down with the racks and the wine barrels. I'm sure we have access to our weapons. So probably for this dangerous encounter, at least got something on me before storing them.
All right, that's a Marion, which gives you an extra
success.
1. Yeah, so that's 4 successes.
Excellent. Describe how you walk across this long corridor on your tiptoes, go to the door gently, and then shut it before they can open up.
But he knows his way around, it's like the back of his hand. He lifts his cassock up slightly, so he's not tripping over his legs, show off his skinny calves, and he tiptoes over very carefully, looking behind him occasionally to look, seeking encouragement from the other guys. And he does make it there, carefully inserts the key. In fact, he guides it in with the other hand so it doesn't clunk against the side of the lock. Twists it. Fortunately, it's been oiled, so it slides across.
You hear inside, someone goes, "Hey, did you just hear a lock close?" And sort of run towards the door, and they're like, bang, 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 bang.
Run!
Right, if there's any sort of thing lying about that we can also put in front of the door to serve as like an additional barricade.
Yeah, there's an empty barrel right next to it.
Right, I'm a massive guy who's quite strong, so I'm just going to heft this barrel up and sort of plant it at an angle, sort of wedge it shut.
Excellent. The empty barrel wedges the door shut.
Right. That's 2 guards down.
Excellent.
Let's hope he hasn't brought many more.
Hey, Bernard, where'd the empty barrel come from?
Where did that empty barrel come from?
Well, it was just here in the corridor.
Oh.
It doesn't have the OB on, I presume.
Nope.
God damn it.
And it's empty.
God damn it, Lloyd.
I'm gonna have a smell of it to see if it's like, obviously it's gonna have had wine in it, so I presume it smells winey.
Mm-hmm. It smells winey, and for effect, because this is a hood game, as you smell inside, you can see snakes running down the bottom.
Oh my god, he's trying to poison the king with the poison from a serpent's tooth. They've already got at least a barrel of the wine up there. We can't let the king drink that wine.
All right, scene cut, bam. The minstrels are at the top, and they've got the reins of Casimir. No, they don't have the reins of Casimir playing. What the hell am I talking about? They've got like green sleeves. Da 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 da.
It's too early for green sleeves.
Is it too early for? Oh, sorry. I don't know what I was thinking. We'll play the Cantina song, and everyone like. Wait, let's make it tune. So you come. What's called Ostrid. You are up there with 6 other people.
Yep.
Unfortunately, as you came up there, you can see it's like mostly an all-woman band.
Okay.
Of these like incredibly lovely looking, like amazing minstrels, all like a big smile. They've all come from the city. They're all like really excited. They're all ready to play. That's what they're like.
Have any of them played together before? Is anyone new?
How are you gonna
Other
find
than
that
me? Chat to them.
they're like, so you come up to talk to them, they're like, oh, we're like a completely new form band. There's something that, what's called Mr. Richard Lionheart said he said that if it was going to be entertained by anyone, make sure that they're beautiful and blonde. So we have to form this band up, a whole bunch of people. We're all a bit last minute, so we don't really work with each other very well. But we're kind of hoping to get to know each other like today. How are you doing anyway? What's your name?
Ostrid.
Oh, I'm Anita. Nice to meet. Oh shit, my bloody headset's running out of battery. Give me 1 second. Oh, sorry.
Anita.
Give me 1 second. I gotta charge this shit. Yes, my name is Anita. Nice to meet you. Pleasure. How are you doing today?
I'm fine.
Hi, I'm Anita. This is Marjorie. This is Lisa. And this is, what's your name? Oh, shut up, phone. Can you guys give me 1 minute? I gotta sort this out.
No worries.
Just talk amongst yourselves.
Yes, boss.
Could play some elevator music.
Yeah.
Well, we have a bard. Perhaps that'll do requests.
I was just going to sit here and be like, solitary brother.
Stop it. All right, it's ready. All right. So she's like, hi, I'm Anita. This is Marjorie. That's Lisa. This is Valerie. That's Maria, and that's Beatrice. Hi. We're looking forward to working together with you. Right, we gotta get on to. We've got like only 5 seconds to go before the next song comes on. You're all right? You're good at this.
Yeah.
You've got your instrument. Excellent. Right, come on in. It'll be great. It'll be grand. One of those Irish. It'll be grand.
Yeah.
All right, Ostrid, what are you gonna do?
Play the music, but also be watching around the room. What's going on?
All right.
Who's
I would
about?
say,
Is anyone else in the band acting sus? Is anyone in the room acting sus?
a perfect view of the area. You can see the whole table all the way lined up. You can see the men lined up. You can see him on the other side. You can see them. Everyone has these like kind of like cool looking like intricate. One of them has like a lute. One of them has like a harp that they're playing. One of them has like a flute that they're playing as well. Like everyone's got like multiple instruments all the way through. Now, if you're gonna try and spot this person straight up, see what you can find out from there. Make a roll against that NPC. The NPC, however, is a difficulty D6 henchman because they're a trained assassin.
Okay. Right. Shoot me up a D8 for bard, D6 for foil.
I don't know if foil will apply for this one. I do apologize for that.
I'm looking out for the king.
Yeah, but you're not looking out. You're looking out while playing music for the guy in there. I can't give you that.
Fair enough. Keen-eyed.
Yeah, I've already got it on.
Yeah.
Oh, don't worry, you got this.
Use. And 2
no, you
for
don't.
the musical instrument. Is that 2 dice raisers?
Let me see. 2 dice raises. What?
For the musical instrument, because it's good quality.
It means it's a D6.
It's a D6.
However, I rolled a sheriff die, which means I get to reroll my 1. Oh, well, this is gonna suck for you. Difficulty 6.
Difficulty 6.
Yeah.
Oh.
Bloody hell.
Welcome to the Hood Die. It can break the world.
Right.
So-
How much pluck have I got? I've got 3 again, haven't I? Oh, 4.
Use
Right, I
it.
best be spending some pluck.
Do it. Gives you an extra die to roll.
That gives me an extra dice.
Yeah, an extra D6 to roll.
One
That's
extra
what straight up
D6.
pluck spin does.
Lovely. Did you put the musical instrument on already?
Yep.
It's a level 2, yeah?
Yeah,
Yeah,
so it's
which
D6.
means you've got a D6.
Right, it's 1d6 extra.
Yeah.
You still a
Yeah,
dice
it's 1 dice
short,
step up.
John. I
There
need
should
an
be 6
extra
dice in
D.
there.
Yeah, there should be 6 dice, and then an
There should-
extra
there should
one for the
7
instrument, and an extra
7
one.
dice.
For
Yeah,
the...
2d6, 2d8, and
No, no, no.
3d4.
There should be 6. The 6 includes the instrument and an extra 6. So there should be 7 dice in there.
Yeah.
Right.
2,
Okay.
4, 7.
Okay, roll it.
Just roll really well. Just don't roll like
Now roll
that.
your hood
Not like
dice and
that.
get a 1, and you're laughing.
No, yeah,
It's
that
a
one, you're
2.
laughing. That's
Oh,
1, 2 successes.
Nice.
All right, from where you're standing, you cannot make out who or what is going on with this. There are all these women seem to be really excited to play. Whoever's doing it seems to mostly be. Maybe it's none of them. Like, you're not quite sure. Whoever it is must be a really good trained assassin, someone who goes out of their way to do the work that they do. You can't spot them just like this. You're gonna need to find some other way to bring them out into the open.
Mm-hmm.
Can you guys still hear me? My headphones
Yeah,
are
it's
quiet.
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I can't hear you. What the hell? This is not the time for this. Someone say something again.
Hello.
Oh,
My headphones have died. Okay, that's great. That's great, phone. That's great. Testing. Okay, I definitely can't hear you. Let's switch to.
Hello.
We are here.
Yeah, I know. I can hear you now, but I have to put up the speakers. I don't want to get like what's called feedback. Let me try this shit again. Why on earth would these go bad? All right, I'm gonna try something out. I'm gonna turn off my headphones, turn them back on again. Give me 1 second.
Yep.
Testing. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, we can
I
hear
can
you.
hear you.
All right. Yeah, my headphones turned off for some reason. I don't know why. I'm not long Barry, but not bad. I just basically not move. I just basically have to stay like this. No emotions. All right, that's what you see so far. You reckon one of these girls might be it, maybe, but you have no idea of telling. All of them are playing so perfectly in sync. They must be like, whoever it is must be an expert bard. Like, they definitely have picked a job that they are good at. That much you've picked up. If it's one of these girls, you have no idea where to start. Anita's like waving at you. Lisa's the one who's like sort of like looking away from you. Madry's like giving you the side eye, like. Maria and Valerie are sort of like in sync together, going like, but I don't know why they have a jam going down, but they do. And Beatrice is sort of like just playing her own like large. She's playing a tuba or something. I don't know, something big, like blah blah blah. She's a big lady. Blah blah blah. That's fantastic. Leaving you at the moment, going to the roof. Luther.
Hello.
It's scoffing.
Yep.
All right, Luther. You're on the roof. You can look down upon everything else. Everything's inside, but you can sneak through a window next to the Falcons and run along the rafters to keep yourself busy.
Well, I wanted to look at.
What are you doing up there?
I wanted to look at the pathway because we were talking about checking for the horses and see where they came in.
Excellent. Okay, so from where you are looking down, you can see that after scouting around a bit and saying that you avoided all the guards on the roof, there are a few up there because like it's Assassin's Creed. There has to be a few up there for you to come right in.
Close.
In fact, no, for ease of use, as you enter the scene, there's a guard standing there. You reach in, you grab him, you knock him out, you throw him off the edge. He's fine.
Yeah.
You come over. Fuck it, this is awesome for that shit. You reckon there are 2 sets of horses. There's one that's basically set around the front where everyone else have their men. And there's one set to the east wing of the area. There's not much of a path around there going down, but there's a path that goes around the east wing and leads to the path down the hill. And there's a new set of horses down there with about maybe like 4 of what's called Lord Arnoud's guards on it.
Oh, they do have guards on.
Yeah, there's 4 guards next to those horses.
Okay.
But the ones at the front, there's none. They're just like people walking back and forth. No one cares about those.
I'll probably just take them out, but I don't think I'm going to do 4 of them at once.
Well, not unless you're like as good as Robin Hood. And are you as good as Robin Hood?
No. Am I? I don't know.
You tell me. It's your character. Do you think
No.
you're bad enough to try and take them all out? Maybe sneak hit one, sneak hit the other, or distract them or something?
Yeah,
It's
why not?
up to
Okay.
you. Remember, you are a swashbuckling hero.
Cool. Okay. I'll free climb down the roof with minimal effort because I'm suddenly an assassin, and I will hide amongst some of the bushes.
Mm-hmm.
Are they literally in a little group of 4, or can I somehow distract one to pick one off?
Tell me how you do it.
Okay. Well, if there's a group of 2, say, I'll wait for them to peel off and maybe go for a piss, and then whilst he's at nature's call, I'll dispatch him with a dagger.
I'll tell you what. Let's make it even fairer. They go to piss together. They don't piss on their own.
Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad.
So you put it away. And if you can beat your D6 roll, you can take 2 of them out at once.
All right, let's do it.
You have to beat difficulty 5.
Fuck.
I believe. So the 2 guards are like, we're gonna go for a piss in this really dark alleyway bush around there that no one can see us in. You okay with that? Yeah, it's fine. Go, don't worry about it. We'll just stand with our backs to the wall so some people shoot us from the roof. Cool.
Yeah, sure, it's fine.
It's fine. Get out of here.
All right. This is pretty grim, so I'm gonna add my grim dice.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with scouts.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? This is the most tenuous link ever. I am resentful of them because I was a guard once. I was a guard once.
I'll give it to you.
And these bastards, they basically stole my job. I can't pick 2 of the same little strand, can I?
No, them boxes you have to pick separate ones.
Yeah, cool. Okay, well, I've got those. I would then have 3d4s, but I'm going to spend a point of pluck.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fuck it, I'm going to spend 2 points of pluck. So I get a couple of d6 instead.
Yeah.
Is that right? And then a d4. All right, here we go. I believe in me.
Come on.
That's 4 successes. It was 5 difficulty, right?
Yep.
All right, let's roll this dice. Hang on.
Believe in the hood die.
Believe in that hood die. Rolled. It's a 6.
Yay!
Is that good?
Yep, a 6 allows you to change any number from a failure to a success. A single number.
Then I will pick that 1.
All right, so
To
you
marry the wave
tie.
Oh, yeah, shit.
Okay, so here's what happens. They're like in the middle. Like, they like get there. They get there, and they're like pretty much in the middle of like the ones. One of them's relieving themselves. The other one's like, I'm gonna stand here and look completely awkward. You sneak on up next to them. There's a bit of a moment where like you sort of get really close, and then you take a step and you step on a twig, and as you do, both of them turn around. You face them, and there's a moment where all 3 of you like leap at each other. You have to pick what move you want to do, and I'll pick what move I want to do.
Okay.
Don't tell me what it is yet.
We put it in the thing, don't we? Hang on.
Yeah. You have swashbuckling move, witty banter, anticipate treachery, or corpse beat down. You got to pick one.
All right.
I know what they're picking, so they will definitely pick that. Let me just write that down quickly. Because they're surprised and like, what the fuck? So I'm going to write down now. I'm going to write down in chat. All right, ready?
Ready? Yep.
Beat down to dastardly move. Okay.
Oh, you caused a wound to me. No way.
Yeah. Well, it's like they see you coming, like, what the fuck? And they'll go for an attack.
Yeah, I try and beat them down with an axe, kind of midair.
Okay. Basically, I cause a wound to you, so whatever you do, I hurt you, but you take them both down to the ground, and that'll be enough to take them out. So describe what happens.
Okay, so the first one, I managed to get my axe up. Basically,
Remember, you're not killing them, you're just beating them to the ground.
Yeah, just whacking him with the flat of it.
Mm-hmm.
As he falls down to the ground, I've got the other one. He unfortunately takes a stab at me, and I take a kind of glancing sword hit slash to the torso. So I've got a bit of a flesh wound on my ribs. But after a clash with the axe and the sword, I managed to headbutt him, and he goes down.
Nice. They both go down without a fight because you went for a beat down, no much noise. You've taken them both down. The other ones are left, but you're bleeding slightly. Cut back to the party. All right. Team Wine, what are you doing?
Wine. I think we need to bring at least one barrel up so we can swap it out.
Well, that's fine. We can. I can carry one of Fry Bernard's barrels up. I was thinking though, if they've already got the wine to the king that was in this barrel here, I'll say, pointing at the empty one. He could be lifting the poison chalice to his lips even as we speak.
Yeah, one of us is going to go now.
Where's your feathered companion?
And up in the rafters somewhere, waiting for my command.
We need to stop the king from drinking that poisoned wine. If all else fails and we can't get to him, what do you think your feathered friend's chances are of knocking the goblet out of his hands? We would then obviously we would have someone rush in to refill the king's wine, and we could give him a different cup filled with Friar Bernard's lovely vintage.
Absolutely. I think if you've ever seen a falcon dive before, they can go much quicker than a person could raise a glass.
Splendid. Well, I say we grab a barrel of Friar Bernard's fine wine. We take it up there, as though we're just restocking, etc. If we see the king about to lift the wine to his lips, we send in the falcon. Then Friar Bernard can rush across, refill the king some wine from his own stock, untainted wine, and I think that one should be dealt with.
I'm just going to say, Lloyd, just as a justification for that statement, in case you don't know, like the aerodynamics of a falcon, they can go like 200 miles an hour, and I'm not joking. Like,
bitch, I don't give a fuck.
Like a fucking bullet.
Babes. You can tell me a falcon can also like shoot fireballs from his eyes and be like, yeah, whatever, let's go.
Sure, they could do that too.
Yeah, fucking straight up. It's literally like it's a bomb that explodes and hits. Yeah, fuck it, go for it. Falcons are hot. All right, so here's the plan. Your plan is you're gonna rush upstairs, get there in time to see the king about to take the wine, call the falcon, make him come down, hit it out, and then Bernard's gonna go, oh no, I'm so sorry, here's the winner.
Yeah, that's it.
That's a plan, right?
The falcon's gonna go away because someone's gonna chase it.
Okay, so first up, you need to get upstairs now. So you're gonna have to rush up the stairs to get to him. Get to the king.
Yep.
So you start making your way up the stairs like as fast as you can, like going as fast, like your champions. Are you gonna go stealthily, or are you gonna try? Because getting to the party is gonna be difficult.
No, because we're dressed as monks. We're bringing refills of wine, so of course we'll be in there.
That's a good point. All right, there are a few guards in front. You should be able to just waltz past them. Someone make me your charming rolls. Be like, we're just current mics. It's all good.
Gone, Bernard. Take it away.
So what was that?
Yeah.
I was saying we're probably best to let Bernard do that because he's the one who's actually a monk.
Yep. So I could
difficulty to get up there because you're in a slight rush is 4.
Okay.
Remember, you always roll 6 dice. You can spend pluck to get more dice.
Yes.
I was trying to imagine how my character would try and bluff through it. Yes, God. Oh,
I almost forgot. I gotta stop putting some stuff up. Why you do that? No, that's all good. No, you guys are fine. Keep going.
Okay. And I shall pay.
Right, Bernard.
Spend a point of pluck too, please.
Yeah, do it.
And
spend a point of pluck.
I shall sort of engage the guards in slight banter as the others usher past behind me. So we need to bring more. I've heard that the king loves his wine, so the more the merrier.
All right, make the roll, and we see that they go, oh, come on in, or they go, wait there.
Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Archbishop of Banterbury.
2.
You got 2 successes.
No, the 2 on the hood dice.
Cool. How many successes did you get?
Which doesn't help anything. 4 successes.
Oh, you're fine. You got it. The guys are like, yes, come on in, fine. Just hurry up. Go. As you guys come in, you can see sitting there, and so can you see this at the same time. Ostrich. I can never pronounce it.
Ostrich.
You also the king is of sunlight eating, and it's like, oh, my wine is empty. Won't someone think of the children? Oh, my wine. And like one of Lord Arnold's guards is like, I have your wine here. and he pours it gently into the cup. And the king's like, "Ah, thank you so much."
Can I
To the king, everyone.
can I imagine
To the
that
king.
when he pours the wine in, like unseen by the king, there's that like cartoon effect where like the steam comes up and goes into the shape of the skull.
Yeah, just like that.
Are we just like cresting into the room as this happens?
Yep.
From the okay. Well, seeing that's about to go down, I whistle, and I don't know, whistle and point. Perhaps
Do
we've trained like this kind of routine, and then she just dives.
Do it.
I don't know if
No
I could
one's
really tell her to go
expecting
for the cup, but she could certainly sort of get in the face of people and probably
You
make
can
them
tell us
drop
to go for
it.
the cup.
You've not used your
It's-
second
okay.
stunt. Make it another falconry stunt if you have to. In fact,
Yeah, go for it. Difficulty
Make-
is only 4.
My falconry stunt is already ridiculous.
That's fine.
Counting up. So falconry, and then falconer, and is this a courageous move or a? I don't know.
We're trying to save the king. How much more courageous do you want? We're fighting for
That's
truth
what I'm-
just in the English way.
Yeah,
Go for
Lloyd
it.
doesn't seem to disagree. And
I might
then
go for it.
like,
Fuck it, why not? Difficulty's still 4.
and then like keen-eyed, because I've spotted this happening, or that seems
I'll
about the
give it.
best.
King Eye's pushing it.
I think the other ones are going to be pushing it more. I don't. Okay. I mean, I can
Just don't
Leave it.
fail.
just don't fail. King's
Can we
left.
spend a pluck?
I've got quite a few plucks. Pluck just gives me another d6 dice, is it?
Yeah,
Or-
you can spend it. You can always spend the pluck after you roll, by the way, guys. You don't have to spend it before.
Oh. And after the Robin Hood
Yeah.
dice.
Yeah. Also, you can spend pluck to give you dice steps per advantage.
Okay. I'm gonna roll these.
Do it. You're gonna need a D44, but beat it.
I think I'm drawing with it at them. Is it 4 and up?
4 and up is fine because it's a set task. It's not against
no.
anyone. But of course, that depends on what your hood die rolls.
The Hood die is a 6.
Oh, never
Um,
mind.
So that means I can choose anything. So I can choose those 2 2s. So that
Yep.
becomes a 5.
Yep, you got it. So
Excellent.
describe what happens.
So we come up dressed in cassocks and carrying a barrel and such with great hurry. And then we look over and we see across the hall, a distance that we couldn't possibly traverse ourselves, this wine glass being given over. And I quickly sort of drop my end of the barrel and whistle and then like direct her with a point. And Orla screeches down doing that like peregrine falcon kind of cry. So and going at a ridiculous miles per hour just smashes into ideally the cup, maybe even picking it up and flying off with it.
Why not?
Sort of a burst of feathers, and then she sort of flies back up into the top.
All right. For dramatic sake, as you hit the cup spills on the side and it splatters all over Lord Arnould. And he gets up and he starts like wiping himself off as hard as he can, desperately trying to clean himself off all the wine that's on him. At which point, like Richard's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Is something the matter? You don't look like you're enjoying that wine anymore." And he's got this like Arnoud's got this look of like horror and disgust. He's like reining it in, and he's like, "My lord, I do apologize. Seems the birds around here are far too active than I thought. Let me get you another glass of wine."
At that point, I'm going to be like giving our friend the falconer a thumbs up, and I'll be like, "Go, Bernard, quickly!"
My lord, I have your wine here.
I love him, like the image of him running across a full banquet hall with a
My
single
lord.
glass of wine. Going, my lord!
Carrying on the Olympic torch or some shit.
As Bernard comes on down, like you see Richard sort of look over and it's like, "Wine, yes, I welcome it." And he takes it from your hand. Arnould is sort of lowering his eyes towards you, and his eyes are narrowing because he's sort of picking up the voice and the mannerisms a little bit. It's like, "Is that what I think it is?" and sort of keep his eyes lowered as you pass the wine to him. What do you do next? It's very important. I know this.
Stepping back, accidentally spill over the wine that lackey was originally filling the king's glass with.
Yeah, he splatters on the floor.
As possible. So I'll stumble over into him and knock him over, and including whatever barrels or jugs he was carrying.
Yep, they're all on the
Clunk,
ground. You
clunk,
spill all
the
the bad wine.
End up sitting in it myself and make excuses and leave quickly.
You
I must
do,
go
and
out and require those.
you start making your way outside, like getting away from it, and you see Arnould. So all three of you see Arnould sort of look over to his men. Is like, and you spot like three of his men break rank, and they start slowly following you. And as he does, he's like, "Sir, I have prepared a lovely little song for you, if you don't mind. Ladies, please." And he points up towards the rafters, where the 10 feet above the minstrels are. And the minstrels start playing this intricately complicated song. And Anita's like, "I hope you know the drill, keep up." And she starts like on her flute, just going for it. Cutting back up, Ostrid. Looks like the signal's been given. This is the moment. You better move fast.
Right. Are any of the others not involved in doing this music?
The girls, all the women are
playing.
playing. All of them are playing.
Okay. What about the audience, sort of people in the party? Is there anyone?
From where you are, the people is mostly from where you're standing. The people in the party are just enjoying themselves. Everyone just seems to be having a great time. No one seems to be suspecting anything
Are
weird.
there any other high up places?
Nope.
Like-
If it's gonna be anywhere, it's gonna be one of those 6 girls. It's got to be.
I'm really not sure what to do here. Give me a clue.
Can we offer suggestions?
Yeah, go free, guys. Go wild.
It's probably going to be the one with the float.
Yeah, so something that or a harp, perhaps something that could maybe fire a.
The problem, right, is that the flute can shoot. The harp can pull on the bow and shoot from that. The girl playing the drums could flip her drums over. It could be nice. She could throw them down. You've got like a whole bunch of musical instruments lying
I think
around.
all of those take longer to do than just going on like an instrument you're already
That
playing.
is true. That is true.
Presumably you'll notice
Right.
if someone like flips the scimitars out from behind their drums.
If you think,
Second
if
or
you think
third
you want to take
bar.
a risk and go for the flute girl, you're welcome to it. I'm saying nothing.
Second or third bar of this piece of music, I'm gonna kick over the chair of the person next to me and knock over all the minstrels.
Nice.
Just like, fuck it.
It's gonna cause a massive distraction and ruckus. But it's
That's
also
one-
going to
that way you don't have to
disrupt
put it
this
in find out who it
assassin,
is.
even if the assassin's down there, because it'll still make them stand out. Right, so this is a barding sort of a thing. I'm going on my pratfalls and stage performances and stuff, and I'm planning on taking a big bow once I've knocked everybody over.
For ease of use, the assassin is going to roll against you, even though you don't know which one it is.
Okay, so we've got
Okay,
bard,
I am talented.
so
This
D6.
is the knock over the boxers stunt, if ever there was a second chance to use it.
Yep. You've got 4 dice at the minute.
Difficulty is 4 because fuck the hood die.
And I'm also sort of trusting a lot to fate here. So am I being trusting or am I superstitious?
I none of those make. No, I can't justify either one of those. I'm really sorry.
Fair enough.
Difficulty is 4.
Stick me a pluck on as well, John.
So that gives you an extra D6, doesn't it?
Yeah. Did you remember the instrument?
No, let me
Of
reroll.
course you didn't.
No, don't reroll. Just one more die. Never mind.
I didn't see what it was anyway. Right, hood die. Hood die's a 2. That's really quite good.
That's also.
There are no fails in that roll.
Oh,
Now you're just showing off.
you're
All
really
right,
good
tell
at
me what
pratfalling.
happened. Describe it.
Right. About 3 bars into the piece of music, The assassin's just about to do whatever it is that they're about to do. Ostrid, from the side, kicks over the chair of the person next to her, does a sort of a Chuckle Brothers-esque turn, manages to knock down the other two either side. They fall like dominoes. All of the bards on the sides, musical instruments falling down to the ground, chairs falling onto the audience below. Ostrid takes a bow and looks around to see where the assassin is.
Hey, Ostrid, gain a point of pluck for what's about to happen.
Thank you. It stays on 3 because I just spent 1. Thank you, darling.
As you push them over and they fall, and you take a bow, you see Arnold's eyes widen. He's like, and as he does so, he looks down, looks over the distance, and he looks up again. All 6 ladies slowly rise, and all of them are looking directly at you. As quietly, each and every single one of them draws. I
was kind of worried that might be what was going to happen.
Why send 1 assassin when you can send 6?
He didn't say he does things in 3s.
You know the joke I thought of when you said there was a 3rd plan. I was just going to say, and there was another assassin, and
no, that'd be rubbish. Okay, so as they draw weapons, you see Arnould go. As you guys are being followed by those 3 guards, Arnould goes, "My liege, we're under attack! Quickly, men, stop those ladies wherever they are. I must take you somewhere safe." And he gets up and he pretty much his guards surround him and Richard, and they start leading them away. At the same time, those 3 guards that are with you start to move towards you a little bit faster, trying to catch up to you, Bernard, and whoever you're going to be with at the end of the scene. But that's not important right now. Right now, what's happening outside is super important. Hey, yo, what up?
Word.
Luther, you're taking 2 guards out. There's 2 guards left.
It's going to have to be a little volley shot from the bushes, I think.
Excellent. I absolutely love it. I think that's a great idea. As you come on forward, you're a little bit injured. You're not your arm hurts a bit from the dagger. You can see the two men are chatting amongst each other. Then you hear a ching, like a quick, like a snap, and you hear commotion. And they both look at each other and they're like, "Finish the plan." And then one walks further into the building, leaving one behind.
Sweet. So a little surprise attack on this guy.
Yeah, do it. You only have to beat. Oh fuck! Never mind. Oh fuck! Never mind. You only have to beat a 3.
Okay. Okay. So I got my archery. It's awesome. I'm still resentful of these bitches. Disciplined D6. Let's take that. And I got my volley 2D6. It's pretty good. And then one more of them.
Well, all ones. Do it for Lloyd. Do it for her.
Boom.
Do it for her. That's great. Roll me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 4. Roll me that hood die, because that could change everything.
That hood die, though. Yeah. It's a 4.
Well, guess what? You fail.
Oh.
Because the 3 and the 2 minus the 5 and the 6, and you fail by 1. Now, if
Pluck.
you want, even if pluck, you'll still fail because you're on 2 successes.
Right.
So you ready your arrow, you pull it up, and then you let go. And as you do, it flies all the way through, and it strikes the guard in the arm, and you see him grunt. And he's like, "What the hell?" And he sort of turns around. He hit him in the arm, and he's like, "What was that noise? Is that a child?" He's like, the arrow hits him. He's like, "We're under attack! Hurry up!" He says, yelling on the inside, drawing his weapon.
Oh, well, fuck this.
Looking to the darkness and backing away.
I've got to run him down then.
Yeah, do it.
Right.
Bust out. He's not expecting you, and he's slightly injured, so I'm going to give him a -1 dice step to his next roll.
Oh, I forgot my minus.
No, -1 success to his next roll. Go for it. Actually, no, you know what? Take him out. I'll let you take him out for free.
Okay.
Describe it, because like this is a pointless route at the moment because you have the guy inside to deal with.
I come from his left-hand side, so he's only just got me in his peripheral as I get to him, and it is just kind of a low run that develops into a sprint just as I hit him and just land an axe square into his chest, caving in some of the, I guess, leather armor he's wearing.
Yeah. You see him like fall backwards and
that horrible stare in his eyes into mine as he dies because it's horrible and I'm not very swashbuckling.
Jesus Christ, dude. We're playing a happy game here. Come on. All right. That's one down. There's one left inside.
No, fuck that. There are horses here, right? I'm going to let them go.
Yeah. That's fine. You can let them go if you want. Are you sure you don't want to stop the guy from the inside coming out to kill you while you're doing it?
No, like the horses I think are more important at this stage. We've not got to let them leave on those horses.
Cool. Excellent. You said that. You cut the horses free. What about the guy inside?
Slap them on the back. Off they go. If I've got a moment, I'll ready my bow and basically be on Overwatch to see if he comes out. And if he does, try and shoot him.
He doesn't come out, but you hear a...
He's having a piss.
No, you hear like a weird crackling noise, like a fire.
Look around.
It's coming from inside where he is.
Okay. I'll move forward, bow lowered, but still drawn slightly, ready to be drawn and released.
Right.
Just see what's going on.
During the time that you were setting the horses free, he's managed to put up a whole bunch of barriers between the door and you.
During, the 5 seconds it took me to hack off the rope and slap the horse in the back.
Empty crates, and he just chucked them on. The reason why he did this is because behind the crates, you can see lined up amongst all these weird, intricate-looking designs from like, you're not quite sure where they're from, but they've got like these funny little like shapes. Like some of them are like a half dragon, some are like cute little things running around, and there's a line, a weird, dusty line that is lit and running along towards it with a spark, running towards each and every single one of these things lying on the side.
This wizard has summoned fire.
Yeah. Oh, would I know what that is?
Run.
You are part of the militia, so you've heard of the weird, powerful fireworks that they use in the East.
Okay.
And you don't know how powerful they are, but you reckon the amount they've got here is enough to take out half the building. Because it's
right, I'm going to... Can I vault the barricade?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, I'm going to vault the barricade.
And as you vault the barricade, he vaults the other way and gets in front of your face.
Oh.
And you're tangling together. Cut back to you guys later. Cut back to Bernard. Bernard, what are you guys doing outside?
Okay, can I...
walking towards you.
I'd like to create a stunt.
All right, do it.
Could I perhaps know of some secret passages within this building? Seeing as I've spent a lot of my time.
Okay, sometimes a man's gonna get to his fucking wine. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. So perhaps I'll signal to my two friends and we'll sort of disappear behind a pillar, a hanging wall.
I'll let you roll against the men. The 3 men coming against you. Because there's 3, I'll make it a d6. But if you fake the roll, if you beat them or you tie with them, you get away. You might take a wound doing it, but you get away.
Can I assist with that? Because what I'll do is while Garrick and Friar Bernard disappear down the trapdoor to go and help the king, instead of going down the trapdoor, I'll move forward to engage these men, thinking that they'll probably tangle with me because I'm like a massive burly bloke, who I'll grab my axe as I go forward, hopefully buying them guys time to do what they need to do.
I love it. So you're gonna engage the 3 men, and while you're engaged with them, the other guy's gonna fucking get the fuck out of there, right? And they're gonna follow them right afterwards. All right, Guthia, engage the men while commotion's happening, and make me a roll.
Okay.
There's 3 of them, but so I'll first, just for ease of use, I'll say all 3 count as a D6.
Okay.
For difficulty 5.
Okay.
Is the session going all right for everyone so far?
Yeah.
Excellent. I know you all split up, but you'll be getting together fairly soon for the finale.
It's quite cool. It's got quite a heist movie flavour.
Yeah. But don't worry about it, dude. I always split the party. It's fine.
Okay, so as we move forward, I'm just effectively going to, I don't know, I'm going to pick up like a bit of the furniture as I go past, and I'm going to use to attack these people.
Fucking
Yeah, exactly. Because why not? Okay, and I'm going to spend a point of pluck. And that's a 2, which that means that I fell by 1.
excellent. So you come up against this man, you're like, whatever. You grab your big ass piece of like broken furniture for all reasons, and you're going against them. These men aren't like your typical guards that you fought so far. They're not like guards on a boat. They're fairly good. There's 3 of them. You reckon the odds are not in your favor, and it shows as you're going for them. And one of them keeps you distracted. The other one darts around you, and also distracted by that one darting around you, heading towards the other 2. The third one comes out of nowhere and basically just smacks you in the back, and you get this massive bruise on the side of your face. It massively hurts. Like, Jesus. But you're still in there. Take 1 wound. Okay. No. Take no wound, because you're not fighting them. That was just a bit about to keep going. So they're keeping you distracted, and they're catching up to you. What's called? Garrick, Bernard, what are you doing while Bernard's trying to find your secret passageway? Are you going to engage the guys?
Yeah, I can help if it doesn't look like it's going too well. I was all happy to hide, but I think that choice has been made for me.
I was planning to jump across from the Bard's Gallery to the chandelier, sit in the chandelier, and shoot at these assassins. Because otherwise, 6 of them are going to pile on top of me next round.
Yes, they are. But be warned, they might also have ranged weapons. And if you're going to send a chandelier, you're going to make it.
Pretty sure they have. Yeah, but at least I can swing it about, and it's a bit swashbuckly at least.
True. Wouldn't it be best to just get out of the area completely and not have to engage them?
I kind of feel like I ought to keep them busy while everyone else is stopping the other people assassinating the king.
That's probably fair. Right, Dan, what are you doing?
What does Osrid want to go first? As you've got.
Oh yeah, sure. Osrid, take a turn. Go for it.
Where's my character sheet, John? Right, this is barding again. Can I get loyal this time?
I will give you loyal because
I'm sitting here drawing fire to make life easier for them.
Okay, you're obviously as well.
Talented. Oh yeah, nimble. Sorry, and
I will make you roll against one of them just to see if you take one assassin out.
Sorry.
Fast shot. If you shoot them back.
Oh right, yeah. That's another 2. Fucking spend a pluck as well.
Yes.
Otherwise, I'm gonna break my neck.
Excellent. Difficult.
That's more like it. 5's an extra success, isn't it, on the hood die?
Yeah, it is.
So that's
6
successes.
Pick one of the girls to take out.
That big scary fat one.
Oh, Beatrice. She just plays the tuba.
She's cool. She's cool.
I loved her the most.
All I'm saying is she's got the highest constitution of that group of girls.
All right. As you leap up onto the chandelier, you swing that way. It swings back again. And as you do, you take a shot. But as you take a shot, both Lisa and Marjorie leap off the side, do like a sweet flip, and they land on the other side of the chandeliers. And they're all swinging along with you. Because it'll look cool that way.
It will.
That's you done.
Very cinematic.
That's their action. That's Lisa Marjorie are next to you. Lisa, Anita, Valerie, and Maria. They are basically gonna start getting ranged weapons now and basically aim to shoot at you while you're up there. Back to you, Dan. What's your action?
The danger that we have trying to get to the trapdoor and escape, are we fairly clear? Like, could we get away? Is it possible? And I could help others rather than helping myself.
If you can keep these 3 guys off you, you guys can get away to the trapdoor easily. But remember, at the moment, no one is going with the king and Lord Arnould, who still has his 3rd plan to go.
Sure. And where are they making
none of
exit
you
to,
guys
sorry?
following the king?
Well, I'm a bit busy, like tangling with like 4 men.
Well, that's what I thought.
Not all of us can just hang around on chandeliers and fuck about, you know.
I was creating a distraction for the guards. Save the king. They'll have to spend ages like poking me with a stick to get me down.
While Gouthier is dueling these people, the 3 people that have come close to us, where is the king going? In which direction? Sorry.
He is heading towards the east wing.
Right. And
With a
Bernard
bunch
is
of
looking for
Lord
the trap.
Arnoud's guards.
I'm looking for passages to follow on after where they're going.
Right. So we are going in the right direction, kind of.
Yeah.
How many guards are going with this king?
You reckon 4 of Arnoud's guards and 3 of the normal guards, which are the king's guards.
Sure. And Arnould
And that
himself.
small guy from before that you met.
Right. Okay. That's probably too much for me, really, to. I'm curious if they are moving into the east wing through like an archway. Is there like a tapestry or something,
Yes.
hanging above it that I could like cut the rope off with a bow shot and it fall on top of some of Arnoud's guards or something, slowing them down?
Yes, you can do that. If
Right.
you make it, I'll let you take 2 of the guards down.
And then I can follow on after Bernard's found his way out.
Yep. So difficulty will be basically 4. Actually, no, let me roll for them.
Basically
Take
4.
2 guards out.
Right.
I'm not going to make a D4 because they're not expecting it. Bam. And fuck. Difficulty is 1.
Okay.
Even I have bad days.
Of course.
Every day.
Again, is this courageous? Or is it like, I don't know, generous
you're not being
because I'm helping
courageous
other
about it.
people?
Not generous either.
I don't know why I chose vigorous because it never seems to apply.
You're never vigorous. That's why. If you were more active, you'd be fine.
I mean, I'm firing bows in a fight in the middle of a banquet, but I just can't seem to actually, because I chose that before you told us we need to like justify it so well. So vigorous is just sat there.
So
Dusty.
I'll let you change it if you want.
Oh no, it's okay. We're almost finished, aren't we? So D8 archery, and then I think it's a D6 for the good bow that I pull out of a wine cask holder.
Yeah.
And then keen-eyed for spotting this thing. Or
Yep.
Plan will work. Okay.
Give it to you at your literally difficulty 1. Even you can't fail this.
I don't know. This is why I'm stacking things in my favor. And then there's 3d4s. Because I've done this a few times now, this rope shot. Could I have like trick shot or rope shot as a stunt?
How many stunts have you taken so far?
I've only taken the one falcon thing that I've.
Then yes, you can swap on your wings and you stunt.
Okay, I'm gonna put down trick shot down there. Does the 2d4 trick shot count to the 6, or like, does it make it go
It counts to
over?
the 6.
Right. Okay. So
But remember, after every scene, after you use a skill,
It goes
it
up.
steps up. Not skill, it's stunt. It steps up. That's what makes it so good.
sure,
So the earlier you come up with them, the better they become.
absolutely. Okay, let's try this. Okay, that's a few successes.
Please, who die, fail him.
I'm not kidding. The hood dies a 6 again.
I hate God. I
Um,
hate you.
so I could turn the 2 or a 1.
Describe it.
That's 5 successes.
Describe it.
So, yeah, as Gouthier, like in his giant cassock, runs past me and starts like brawling with 3-4 men at the same time, and I check over my shoulder to find Bernard like scrabbling behind some sort of tapestry, trying to look for a secret passageway. The idea comes to me, and I see the king being pulled away with all these men around him, and I can notify that some of them are not going to be on his side. So I rummage in like the nearest keg stand and find my bow and hook an arrow, fire it through a busy banqueting hall to sever a rope holding another giant tapestry above the door, and it folds like it's huge. It like folds over multiple times across the door and captures several of these guards completely.
Nice. Get the swashbuckling point, because that was hard.
Ooh. Swashbuckling.
All right, so as you grab your swashbuckling point, let's see. The other guards go on through. Bernard, as you're there looking on the floor, Bishop Powell's like, "Fire Bernard! Fire Bernard!" He says, screaming from across the room. "What is the meaning of this? I will have your head if you have interrupted the sacred meeting of having the king himself in my quarters."
Oh, piffle.
I love to imagine Bernard there, like shaking a little bit as he's like trying to think of like a really like rude cuss.
And I shall lift
in a plug for that. Also good.
the trapdoor up and jump down.
All right, make the trapdoor roll. Difficulty is only 4.
Jesus.
Actually, no, 3, because if they're fighting the guards, you have enough time for you and Garrick to get down. So yeah, difficulty 3.
Okay, so we're looking at 4 before the roll. And the roll is a 1, which doesn't help, but that's okay. 4.
Nice, you do it. There is a lovely set of trapdoors you can lift up that runs underneath the area towards the east wing that you can follow.
Excellent.
And you can also take Garrick with you.
Quick. I'm afraid your bird can't come with us, but perhaps you could
I shall have to do without.
fly on ahead. Quick this way. I know the way. Follow me.
So,
I give a really heroic nod to Guthair as he is dueling these 4 people.
he'll be fine. He loves it.
Disappear.
All right. So we're going to kick into slight initiative at the moment. So let's start from the top. Fireworks display. Luther versus Cool God who wants to save the day and win the day. You leap over the side. He leaps over the side. You go first. What's going to take your action?
Just try and beat him down, I guess. We're mid-air, right?
Yeah, mid-air.
Try
Let's
and
go.
meet and slam him down to the ground as best I can in a kind of twisty, jerky motion.
Yeah,
Probably from my back out, but you know, whatever. Yeah, that's fine. Treacherous! Ha 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 ha! Scout.
Difficulty is 3.
I'm a scout. And I'm tall. Oh, hey.
Tall is not going to help you.
I've got the high advantage, dude. Tall means
No, you're
How
all
are you
in the
falling?
blood.
tall means bigger and like I've got more weight to me. I can drag it down.
Sam, you're not getting tall. You're not.
Dude,
you're not
I
getting-
object.
Just stop.
Seriously
Stop
object.
yourself. Stop yourself.
Fine, then I'll take
You're not
fit
getting tall.
instead.
Thank you.
Screw you, buddy. Difficulty 3, yeah?
Yep. I believe in you. I believe in that hood die.
Better believe in that 1 or 2. Where's the freaking dice roller? There we go. It's a 5.
5 gives you an extra success.
Okay, 3.
So 3, you tie. We have
Aw.
what's called we clash. So pick your clash anticipation, and I'll pick mine. I'm doing it ready.
Right, I'm ready.
All right, I pick anticipate treachery.
Swashbuckling move.
Ha ha!
Ah.
All right, so you leap up towards him. He leaps up towards you. You're like, I'm a swashbuckler. And you go for the move as fast as you can. Unfortunately for you, he's expecting it. And as you come on in, you sleep towards him. He actually uses you as leverage and bounces off you to slam you into the works below. And he lands like basically next to you. You go slamming into it. And like you knock your breath gets knocked out of you. You become overcome.
Ooh,
Which I haven't listed there. Why haven't I listed that there? That should be right there. Give me 1 second, guys. I gotta go find what it means. I love you. Just don't move. Just don't. Give me 1 second. Sorry, Bryce. I forgot to list what each action does, so I have to quickly go look at it. I hope you're not going to murder me. It won't take long. Just 1 second. Scrolling down right now.
Right here.
Your stunt die is reduced by 1 die step until the end of the turn.
Okay.
So if you use any stunts that are above D4, they go down to D4.
Okay. Got it.
So next turn, you run D4. He knocks the wind out of you as you land on the ground. It's
Sure.
his turn. As you're on the ground, he's gonna grab one of the crates and sort of slam it onto you as hard as he can.
How?
Take it like a man. It's good for you.
So is this what's he throwing against?
He's running against your roll, whatever your roll be.
Oh,
Remember, you're gonna attack, he got to defend, then he gets to attack, you get to defend.
okay. So I still pick like usual, right?
Yep.
All right.
Difficulty's only 6, you'll be fine. I believe in you. Don't forget you have -1 dice step.
Yeah.
You have -3 dice step this turn.
-3. Jeez.
Yeah. So you step down your die 3. He's a badass. He
He's a
doesn't lose.
badass. All right, so it would be axes. It would be. Gotta be careful,
Defensive
maybe.
axe does count.
Wait, it's
I'd
only
be careful,
D4
'cause
though.
you're like, whoa. Yeah, still D4, but not nothing. Don't
Fit,
forget, your
which-
defensive axe becomes 2D4.
Yeah, I've added that. So the fit is D6, and I've only got one more thing. It's another D4. So actually, down 3 dice steps, it is just literally D4s.
Believe in yourself.
I believe in nothing.
Wow, that wasn't bad. That was like almost 5. We almost had it there. 1, 2, 3 successes,
And a 3 is my
4 successes. So you take a second
worth wrong.
wound as he hurts you hard.
fuck.
Now, wait, hold on. That's 4 successes. Yeah, you can't help that. That's you're still boned. All right, that's you guys done. Yeah, he is. All right, so John, Guthia, there's 3 guards against you. You gotta try and beat all 3 of them.
I'm gonna have. So the 3 guards that are against me, they're the sheriff's guards, right?
Yep.
Okay. In which are there any of the king's guards nearby?
Yeah, they are, but they're all sort of they're all like not quite sure what's happening because since the king left the room, all of the sheriff's guards started attacking them, and they're like, "What the fuck?"
Okay.
But there are a few around you probably help or ask for help.
Okay. So, yeah, what I'm going to do is effectively I'll take out the warrant that I've got as like my additional thing, or with like the official seal and everything on it. I'm basically going to like throw that down on the table nearby so like these guards can see it, and then I'm just going to just sort of stepping forward as someone who was like fairly well known as like a king's executioner. I'm going to rely on like, so as I take this cassock off, rely on them recognizing me, and I'm going to shout, "The king's life is in danger. We need to get to him and save him. The king and country." And basically try and get them to like rush in and help me.
All right, I'll give you this. I would say if you can beat a difficulty 5 roll, you can get them to come in and help.
Okay. Set up my dice pool. I believe I also get +3 dice steps on interactions with Prince's man,
Go for it.
which is fairly sweet. I'll spend a pluck. Okay. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Believe in that hood die.
With a hood dice of 6.
Oh, you piece of crap. All right, describe it to me.
Okay, so as I step forward, sort of ripping this cassock off over my head, revealing who I am, and obviously carrying this sort of like executioner's axe, I throw down this warrant at the feet of the king's guards as the sheriff's men are sort of like surrounding me, and I'm like, I'll point to where they're sort of ushering the king quite suspiciously out of the room. And I'm just going to be like, the king's life is in danger, men. We need to get to him and save him for king and country. And then I'm going to like sort of grab my axe, ready to swing at one of these sheriff's guards as they come towards it. But I'm hoping like the king's guards will like rush forward and join me. And
All
the
right,
idea
so-
is we're going to sort of speed bump them to try and get to the king.
For about 2 seconds, you stand there, you think, I've made a horrible mistake. I'm going to die. This is it. This is where I die. And then someone goes, for king and country! And they're like fucking drop kick one of the other guys. And you're like, whoa! Everyone's like, what the hell? And the guys like jump in, and someone are trying to help you out. And someone are trying to clear the big tapestry that's in the way to go to the king. People are getting there. That's enough to keep the guards busy that you're free. You can now move. You can follow the guys.
Okay, yeah, so as this like big sort of like brawl starts breaking out between the loyal guards and the villain guards, I'm going to basically just using my strength and my height, I'm just going to be like pushing my way through the sort of tussling people, trying to get to where the king is as quick as possible. I'm not going to be looking for the secret passage because I'm too far in to like go back now. So I'm just going to try and like force my way across.
It will take you some time. Meanwhile, up in the air, Osrid, Coriolis, Symborum.
Right. So you said the two girls had landed on the other side of the chandelier. So we're doing that whole seesaw thing.
The whole seesaw thing, and the music that like one of them's like one of the girls like for other reasons start playing a really like fun, exciting tune.
So one of them's still in the gallery just taking the piss.
Yeah, because like she was like, well, I could jump, but this is clearly the music. So she's like, ooh, it's Anita. She's like, ooh.
I'm so shooting that bitch later.
Go on, take the action.
Right. What I want to do, which I believe I did on a previous occasion, is like a Xena-style backflip, jump off here and land on a table further down. The thought being that will so disbalance them that they'll both just drop like bricks and hopefully maybe break a bone or two on the way down.
Guys, you guys don't have to kill everyone. You can just knock them out. What is with players? And
They've threatened the king, man.
Cut him in half. I'm like, guys.
Sorry, when you said they were all matching blonde women, I think something in my brain just went, what, you mean like all those bitches at school?
I thought they were so cool.
I'm just putting it down to the fact that they've threatened the king, man. We're all loyal subjects of the king. It's on.
Okay, go on. Let's do it. Right. If you can beat their roll of 6, you can take both of them out. Difficulty 4. Difficulty 4.
Right.
Good luck.
I'm barding. I'm nimble. That's an 8. I can't really blag any of those virtues. Yeah, it's effectively the same thing, isn't it? So the distraction type stunt. Yeah. So add that in.
2d4.
And I'm going to spend another pluck, which will put me down to 1 because you didn't update it last time. Go on, roll it.
Roll your dice.
Please be a 3. Oh, it's a 1. That takes me up by 1, 2, 3, 4 successes.
4 successes. You would tie. Should I give it to you on a tie in this case? Because it's more of a range attack. No, fuck it. We clash.
Right, yeah. It's whether or not they're anticipating what I'm doing here, isn't it?
So you have to pick one of those.
Yep. Okay, so I'm going to go with... That makes sense.
Right.
I know you're ready.
I'm going for a beatdown.
They're going for witty banter.
Okay.
So, as you describe, you're about to leap off, and then like two of them go, "Ha! You're not even a natural blonde." Which means I get to run extra dive on an enemy later in the game. And then you go, "Fuck you!" And then you do your leap off, and then the whole thing tilts like you described, and they go flying down. Get a swashbuckling point.
Yay!
And they're like, ah! And they hit the ground. They're not dead, but they're on the ground, and they're pretty much out of the way for the moment, so you can pretty much get away all you need. Anita plays a nice little like do 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 do. Right on the ground, making your way as fast as you can towards the east wing. It doesn't take long before the two of you are pretty much where you think you got an exit going up, and you can hear voices.
We're here, Master Somerville. It's just up there. Hark! I can hear voices.
You are knocking it out of the park, Ian.
I'll give you that.
With Hark and Piffle. This is amazing. Yes, I hear them too. Do you know where this passageway comes out? I managed to get rid of some of the men, but I think there's still...
East wing.
Yeah, but I meant, like, which room, or, like, would we have an advantageous position, or does it just...
Yes.
Okay, good. I just wondered if we were going to come out, sprawling out into a corridor, or if behind a tapestry, or, like, behind a bookcase or something, I don't know.
Where would you come out, Bernard? It's your home, you should know.
Yeah, it's probably another smaller storage area, just off to one side from the main eastern hall. Mm-hmm. So there will be some packing crates or something like that. Not over the trapdoor, but just to one side, protecting us from view as we egress.
No problem.
Oh,
right. As you're coming out, you can hear arguments coming from the inside the room, and the argument's like, I do know what you're trying to do, Arnould. I don't know why you bother. You're not as competent as you think you are. In fact, I don't know why you thought that someone as lowly as you could ever try to accept someone like me. And you see Arnold's going, "Shut up! I will do this. It will happen. I will crush you." And he's like, "Yes, perhaps, but not today." That's what you hear as you open up. And as you open up, you see coming through the corridor, you can see Bernard. You can see Richard and Lord Arnould in one of the rooms. The two guards are outside, along with the other two guards who are the King's guards, and they are fighting it out. And turns around, sees you guys, and then he slams the door shut, cutting you off. And as he slams the door shut, he draws a weapon, like a really nasty looking sword, and he turns towards Richard as he slams the door behind him.
Dun,
Oh.
dun.
There are two guards fighting two other guards. It's an even fight at the moment, but they're in the way of the door.
I'll look around. Is there like a candelabra on a long pole, sort of about the size of a quarterstaff, that I can pick up and use?
Yeah, totally.
I'm armed. Dangerous.
do you know, I like raise an eyebrow. Do you know how to use that thing?
I'll do a quick couple of moves.
Does it look impressive? Should I know? I can't see this move.
Yes, it
Right.
does.
Yeah. Oh,
Fucking awesome. And you're like, the fuck?
Yeah, I sort of nod.
Get a
Okay,
point.
fair enough then.
Fighting Friar, they called me at school.
All right, fine. I'll come show me what you got.
Well, I draw my sword, stand next to him, and get ready. I'm letting him go first. It seems to be his moment.
All right, so once again, these guards are tougher guards, so they're D6. But because they're fighting two other guards, I'm going to remove 2 successes from the roll. And that's who you're fighting. And oh my fucking god. Okay,
They've just been fried.
Okay, but now could you roll some dice and like get no successes? That would be great.
I only get 6, and in the room beyond, just like the door flies off its hinges, and just Bernard stood there holding like a candelabra with like 2 guards like sparked out of the ground around him.
I'm just saying Matrix style, like he spins it round and then does the hand thing. So,
Yeah.
I know quarterstaving. 2, 3, 3, and a 1. So 5.
5. Describe how you take out these 2 men that these 2 well-trained guards couldn't do.
All right, so they're positioned that they are actually back to back fighting these 2 guards, the king's guards, and there's just enough room for a friar to get in behind them, and he just steps in, and in one fluid motion, in a windmill sort of fashion, smacks both of them equally at the same time, and they both drop to the ground, and he just stands there with his staff.
You see the 2 guards are like,
Fry Bernard at your service. We must rescue the king.
behind the door. You can hear Dan, Garrick. Behind the door, you hear a scream.
I'll head for the scream.
The door is locked, obviously, so you're gonna have to kick it down or something.
Okay, yeah.
Flying kick.
I can try.
You don't need to roll for that. You don't need to roll because it'd be rubbish if you fail. You failed to open the door. Wow.
That was gonna happen. Running at some pace. I'll just kick right by where the handle is, just to the side, and break the lock.
Excellent. You break the lock and the sight before you as you realize that you are too late to save Lord Arnould. Because as you kick the door down, the scene that greets you is a completely different one. Lord Arnould is standing, like, leaning on the wall. He's got, like, 2 cuts written across his, like, a cut across his head as R from his tabard. He's leaning against the open window, and Richard is holding his sword. He's just tossing up and down like this, like, not bad blade, not a bad blade. And he turns around, he's like, "Oh, you people are late."
Sorry, my king. We had some trouble. And he kind of looks over his shoulder, probably at the screams and cries and things you can hear emanating throughout the castle. Hope that didn't put a dampener on your party.
He looks over, he's like, "Nah, it's perfectly fine. Best one I've had in ages. Trust me. So boring back in England, back in London." And he turns towards Arnould and he goes, "Arnould, you should give it up. I believe I have bested you in every way possible. You are no match for me. You never have been, not since we were children, and you never will." And Arnould goes, "That's what you think?" And then he leaps out the window. Downstairs, directly below you, all of you in the room can smell a bit of smoke. Luther, you can see the spark is getting closer and closer to the barrels. It won't be long now before it blows. At the same time, this guy's like beating the shit out of you.
I'm not going to focus on fighting the guy. If he's got me kind of pinned on the floor, I'm going to focus on stretching an arm out and trying to brush away all of the gunpowdery soot stuff on the floor, the trail of it.
I love it. It's beautiful. Let's make the roll. I would say you're going to go against him, but because you're ignoring him, I'm just going to roll against you. Sorry, I'm just going to straight up roll against you.
Well, okay.
If you can beat him.
That's what I was trying to avoid. Okay, this deserves 2 points of pluck to try and...
Yeah! No, remember, you can roll pluck after.
Okay,
use 1 to get an assist. But you can spend a point of pluck to give yourself an advantage to get more die steps, but you probably shouldn't do that because you have no die steps left.
Yeah.
All right, so let me see what he rolls. It's going to suck for you. Not that bad. Difficulty 5.
Okay. These D6s don't help me I'm going to use my scouting.
But, if you fail this, everything could go horribly wrong, and the king could die.
Yeah, thanks, mate.
No pressure.
No pressure.
No, so
Just believe in yourself.
To the man that's bleeding to death.
I'm,
You can do it.
massively resentful of this whole situation.
I'll give it to you.
Like, genuinely resentful of this whole situation.
Mm-hmm.
I'll probably die. That's fairly grim.
It is.
I feel like
Heroic.
I've got resentful. I've got scout. Got that.
oh, you can spend a point. Oh, it's no pause rule. Never mind. Carry on.
Oh, cheers.
It's all good. You still suck. I suck. I'm sorry. Carry on.
Right, so I go down 6 steps.
Mhm.
Yeah, sure. 2 words.
And what does that leave you with?
D4s.
Okay, now if you spend a point of pluck, you can justify. If you can justify an advantage you have, it will get you a new dice step.
I'm tall.
But you can keep going.
He's got that bit more reach.
Yeah.
Fuckers laugh.
Yeah,
I've got
his
more
arms-
reach.
his arms
Just
are longer.
reach it.
Fine.
Yeah.
I'll give you a dice step up. You can get a dice step up for tall.
This
Thanks.
has become that left hand
Ought to be able
thing.
to use it at least
But-
once in the game.
Yeah, I know, right? Thanks for that
Anything else?
one. Thanks for that one dice step, Lloyd.
Okay, well, you can do more. You can do more of one. A single pluck can give you multiple.
Yeah, you just have
So
to
if any more you can come up with, I'll give it to you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like just whatever the advantage is.
Yeah.
Well, the fact that I know what this stuff is.
Yeah, I'll give
So
it to you.
I only need that little bit of a gap. I just need to brush a little bit away to
I'll
make
give
it
it to
not
you.
spark up.
I'll give it to you. That's 2 advantages. Anything else?
What was the weather like outside?
Damn! It's been raining and I've got wet hands.
And,
So I was
and
gonna say-
blood as well.
So I was picturing you stood on that roof in the rain.
Exactly.
Yes, mate.
Fine. You can have
So
the
you've only got to get the powder damp to stop it burning. There's another
And
issue.
it's
Exactly.
bleeding.
That's 3 advantages. Still not going to help.
You can bleed on it.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
bleeding. Do you know what? Whilst I'm trying to reach out, I'm just going to take a load of smear of my blood and just rub it in this guy's eyes.
I'll give it to you. That's another dice step. That's 4 dice step.
Boom. Right, we've got 2 more dice steps, guys. How can we do this? This is for king and for motherfucking country. This is probably the most heroic I've ever been in my life.
I'll
If
give
that
it to you.
doesn't push me forward, I don't know what will.
I'll give it to you. Fine.
Right, one last dice step. I'm tall.
I already have that. You can't use that again.
I'm really tall. I'm called Luther the Tall. I'm very tall. Right,
Not
okay.
going to give it to you.
All right, here we go again. What was that? I didn't ask for that.
3, 4 successes. You're 1 success short.
Are you joking?
Your power of your hood die.
Ah, number 5 on the Robin Hood dice.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Believe in the hood dice. Come
Right.
on.
Oh,
It's
gracious.
a 4.
Oh, so close. Yet, so sorry, bruh. Sometimes the dice just hate you. All right, so you reach out for it, but he's holding you down. Like your arm is there because it's your action. He wasn't trying to hurt you. He's just basically holding away from it. The smoke goes all the way up. You can see it's about to it disappears into the barrel itself. This thing is going to blow very soon.
Yeah, I'm dead.
Right. Meanwhile, let's cut back to because we're cutting between you now. At the moment, because this happens simultaneously, we're gonna cut between you and go to everyone else. So it's up to you now. Good old-fashioned Osrid.
I'm still in the dining hall with no idea about these explosives.
Yep, but you've still got 2 other girls to take out.
I have there's the one in the gallery that's just playing snarky tunes, and to be
Yeah.
honest,
She's fine.
I've sort of got to give her credit for doing the comedy noise when they landed on their asses. I'll let her live as long as she remains unaggressive. What about the other one?
They're like
the last
gonna
one?
leap down and come after you.
Right, I'm going to shoot him because I'm a fast shot.
All right, so you're like, Let's see if you can do it.
D6, John, that's archery. That's another D6. And I am so keen-eyed that I'm going to get in and spot them coming for me.
Never got to 2.
And I still can't really blag a virtue. 1, 2, 3 successes.
3 successes? That's enough. Describe how you take out Valerie.
She comes out of the door for the Minstrel's Gallery that's on the ground floor, thinking that she's going to be behind me. I spin around with my bow, still standing on the tabletop, shoot her, send another shot that you think's going to go like completely wild. It bounces off something up there, comes back down, and shoots her again.
Oh, nice. She's like, ha ha! And she Wilhelm screams over the side. Nice work. Only one girl left. However, you don't stop the other girl from coming towards you. She Maria leaps towards you, drawing 2 daggers, and she engages you in like what's called armed combat right there and then. She's gonna take you out. No, she's not. She's not. I can't roll for shit. Why do I roll really well against one person every game? Today it's Sam.
It's because you're nobody.
It was Dan. Last week it was John. Like, go for it. She's rolled against you. Difficulty 1.
Is this me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. So I'm going to be trying to shoot her as well.
You're making a defense roll.
Oh, I'm making a defense roll. What's that?
If you make a defense roll, you can always spend a pluck to make a defense roll and attack.
Right. What about that swashbuckling point? Can I boost it with that as well?
Yep. No, you can use it in place of a pluck.
Right. So I'll do that, and then I'll shoot at her.
Do it. Roll.
Which will hopefully at least distract her. 2, 3, 4 D6s.
Plus 2d4. Roll your hood dice.
Please fail the hood dice, please.
It's
please.
6. That's really good, isn't it?
Yeah, that's you got it. So describe how you take the final girl out as you take out 6 assassins by yourself. While Sam struggles with one person because
by
the
the power of pratfall. So I've just shot the one over there with a trick shot that bounced into her head. I'm looking at her. This one's coming up from behind me now. She thinks she's got no problems. I take another shot, dings off a shield, lands straight past my ear, straight into her heart.
Wow, damn. I think I'm a swashbuckling point for that. Do you say anything dramatic when you do it? I mean, like, that deserves a witty banter line, surely.
It's just been revoked.
It's just been revoked. It's not
going to come away.
That is not a comeback line. That needs just been revoked. John. Oh, just so you guys know, you can always spend a plot point to like basically have a bit of a storyline bonus of your choice. Like you can add things to the scene or like change things around by spending a pluck. It's up to you what you want to do with it, but you can spend a pluck to like add an extra thing or take control of a minor point of the story or have an NPC turn up who's not
I want to spend my last pluck point.
But not just skipping over you, unfortunately. You've just had a cool scene. We've got to go on to the next person. John.
Okay. At this point, as I've sort of forced my way across the chamber, I would like, feel free to say that this is not possible. If it's not, I would like to spend my last pluck point so that so I've sort of got a bit turned around as I've been like pushing my way through this crowd. Yeah. And as I actually come out of it, I actually come out into the bit where our friend Luther the Tall is like wrestling on the ground with that dude.
Yep. And he's like, and he's like trying to reach the smoke thing. And like, and Luther, you see him there. Do you say anything?
Help!
Simple.
All right. For ease of use, you can see that the main barrel, the big barrel that the gunpowder fireworks are in, it's like maybe like 5 seconds away from lighting. If that thing lights, this whole east wing will explode.
Okay, what I'm going to try and do is I'm not going to try and stop like the fire from like moving across by brushing it away, because I've not really got time to think about it, and I don't really know much about how fireworks work. But I've seen a fire going towards a barrel, and he's like, "Oh!" So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to like rush past there, and my idea is I'm effectively going to like knock the barrel out of the way. If you see what I mean, so the fire won't just be able to go.
The fire is inside the barrel, so the barrel is going to explode no matter what.
Okay, in which case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically look around quickly. I'm going to try and grab hold of the barrel and effectively like fling it to where it can cause the least damage.
Okay, that's going to be
slightly or whatever.
Slightly risky and a little bit difficult, but I'm going to give it to you because they look fucking cool. All right, so on that note, John. The guy holding Luther down, Luther's like, I can't reach it. Going down, sees you going for the barrel. He's going to try and leap off Luther to stop you. I'm going to give him a -1 penalty to his roll just to see if he can stop you.
He's got blood in his eyes.
Oh, yeah. I'll give him a -2 penalty. How's that?
Yeah, bitches.
Come on, roll a 6, please. That was a 2. What the fuck is that? Give me a 5. 5! I get to reroll my die. That's better. Difficulty 5.
Okay, I'm going to spend my last pluck. And I'm going to say that my first situational advantage is the fact that he's first of all got to disengage from Luther, so he's not just going to be able to just leap straight at me. He's going to untangle himself.
Difficulty is 3, by the way. I forgot -2 to it. Carry on.
Okay, so the first one is he's got to untangle himself. So he's not going to be like doing it instantaneously.
Yep.
My second advantage is the fact that I'm already going to be traveling at speed, and I'm quite like a huge guy. I've got like momentum on my side, so it's not like he's just grabbing me. He's got to grab me and not be dragged along with me. Okay, then I'm going to say my next one is, because it's a fairly sort of like confined conditions that we're in, he's not going to be able to get as much strength behind his leap.
Okay.
Because he's going from a sort of standing start, effectively.
Okay.
And I think I'll leave it there.
All right. I believe in you. Difficulty 3. Can you make it? I believe in her.
Fine, I can.
Would I save me?
He's just rolled a 5.
Yeah.
But there's 2 failures in there, right?
Yeah.
Hood die.
There's 1 success.
Roll for Lloyd.
Hood die as well.
Hood die. Hood die, roll a 4 for Lloyd. Hood die, come on. Hood die, come on, Hood die. Do it for Lloyd. Do it for her. Hood die, please. What'd you roll?
I've already told you I rolled a 5.
Oh, did you? Oh, never mind. Oh, I didn't catch that. I thought you rolled 4. I was like, you haven't rolled yet. That means, oh shit, that means you got it. Okay. Fine. Describe how you throw the barrel out while stepping over Luther, who's also holding onto this guy, who's also holding onto you, also holding on to someone else.
Okay, so as I grab hold of this barrel, I'm sort of like grabbing hold of like the crack they've put in the barrel where like the powder's sprinkled out of. So as I grab it, I actually sort of like pull it open with my tremendous strength as I hurl it away. So as well as hurtling far away from us, the powder actually disperses a lot, so it's not packed together. So when there is an explosion, it's sort of heading away from us, and it's not quite so powerful.
I'll take that. That's pretty damn cool. All right, so as you throw the barrel away with holding opened, we're gonna have a scene cut where it cuts to feet running away from the castle. Lord Arnould is running as fast as he can. He's bleeding a little bit. He looks pissed off. He's angry. He runs all the way out. He starts to take a deep breath, like, I did it. I did it. I did it. And he turns towards the east wing, triumphant that it's going to explode. And he looks up and he sees a barrel slowly flying towards him. And he just has enough time to say, oh, piff, before it explodes, and him flying over some trees dramatically. The explosion rocks the entire building, even from this distance. All of you shake and all of you fall over. Like the east wing sort of like moves a bit down and like everyone sort of collapses a little bit. But then as the smoke clears, everything is just fine. And Richard sort of gets up and dusts himself off at the top, and he's like, you boys in Brooklyn were sure know how to party.
I just stood there looking at him like covered in like burns and black hair. Like, yes, my liege.
Just for ease of use, as this happens, basically you all congregate in the East Wing. You arrive there as well.
Ostrich.
You arrive there as well as he says this, and like he gives a big jolly laugh, and then the camera pans out to the sunrise slowly rising over the area. You have a moment where the monastery is being the other guards are coming in and clearing out, and they're like dragging people away and throwing them in cages. Amongst them is like people being thrown up, including like Brother Powell, Bishop Powell, who's like, wait, why are you arresting me? I have nothing to do with this. I just want to organize a thing. I don't understand. Bernard, vouch for me. Bernard.
Take him away.
As they like drive him off, like Bernard.
Someone's after a promotion.
God. Richard is sort of standing there, pretty much like organizing everything and sort of helping people out. What are you guys doing before I go to the end scene? Like, what is your like stuff that you're doing the night after and the morning after?
Well, all those barrels with the bees on are still lying about somewhere, aren't they? I think we should crack one of them open and sit around it with a tankard each.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what, that's what you guys are doing. All of you are sat around with a tankard each, just like drinking away and like boozing slightly.
I like to think we'll be there, sort of like going like, I suppose Bernard, after this, with the bishop taken away, we'll have to call you the battling bishop.
Get in the scene. Richard is sort of like commending everyone, and it cuts to like a moment where Catherine has come to join you, having left you guys to go on your adventure on your own. And she's sort of like quietly standing there as they bring in a very battered, bruised-looking Lord Arnould. And then he sort of walks past her. And as he does, she goes, wait. And then she like takes out the cross, the one that had all the plans in it. And she hands it to him, goes, I believe you dropped this. And he looks down at it. He looks up at her, and he shakes his head, and he goes, it doesn't matter how long it takes. I will find a way for you to regret this one day, Catherine. One day. And then they silently drag his broken body away, and they put him in a cage and drives off. And then she comes to join you, quietly, a bit more sullen, having, just lost her husband too. Treachery. And Richard's sort of like, so let's review. So we've managed to throw the thread of my life. You've managed to keep things kosher. You've taken the bad people out, and you've saved the day. Not bad for a bunch of men, don't you think? And women. I mean, this is almost knighthood stuff, right?
It has been our honor to serve you, our king.
Sadly, unfortunately, this must be why I pay farewell. Unfortunately for everyone else, I have another crusade to run. I swear to God, my brother John just sends me all these crazy missions. And sort of gets up and picks up his drink and goes, if you're ever in the vicinity of London or anywhere near my people, and he throws each one of you a coin, simply show this coin and tell him that you are in service of the king. And I assure you, we will come running. To Brockenworst?
To Brockenworst.
Ding. And he chings you all up. He takes a big sip. He chucks the cup behind him, and he just sort of like walks up with a merry face, heading towards his cart, which is patiently waiting for him and Catherine as they both go together down the road, leaving you guys in the monastery.
Mm-hmm.
And if you guys have anything else you want to do before the game ends, the game's about to end.
Drink.
Yeah, like
Play a little tune.
I'm totally off to join that crusade, but like not right now.
I was going to say I was thinking that as well, but I was like, maybe I'll catch my breath and recover a bit first.
Yeah, maybe I'll wait a few weeks for these wounds to heal or fester. One of the two.
Hey Dan, do you have anything else you want to do dramatically before the scene ends?
I think I would. Well, I presume Ola's come back and is around, but I wasn't like gonna give her any alcohol or anything.
Why not?
What kind of falcon are you?
What kind of falconer are you?
To be fair, man, for a few moments when you said like, "Oh, Lord Arnould looks up," I thought it was going to be the falcon. That was gonna get
Yeah, so did I.
He sort of looks up and he's like, "Yes, I made it free."
I would have, but I'll be taking over your character. I didn't want to do that for you. That's why. And I thought the barrel was way funnier.
Well, like Ola isn't technically me. I would have been fine with that, but the barrel is cool too.
That's how I invented Donkey Kong.
I'd probably lean over as everyone's enjoying their probably dipping. I can see people just dipping whole tankards into this barrel of wine. Like we've just forgotten the tap. People are just digging in, and I'll lean over to Bernard and go, you should maybe open up a school or something. I think some people would pay to learn the tactics that you were used with that candelabra.
Yes, candelabra fighting school. Yes, it has a certain ring to it.
Cheers.
All right. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, I believe we are done with the hood. Thank you very much, everyone, for being involved in this absolutely crazy roller coaster of a game. The Hood was written by Bryce Whitcare and a whole bunch of gamers that I have to now name. Everyone hold on while I check the Kickstarter page. Don't move. No, shut up. Don't move. I have to credit these people. They gave me the thing. It's very important. I credit them. Fucking, what hell is it? Adventures in Sherwood. Pick that shit. Find it. I would like to thank Fearlight Games and especially Bryce Whitcare for giving me the pleasure of running this game and the notes from the game itself. The game has just come out of Kickstarter. However, it will be in retail hopefully sometime this year. It won't be long, and this is the same people who did Baker Street, so expect good quality stuff. There probably will be a late pledge, so feel free to look online or email Fearlight Games if you want to get a copy. Other than that, that will be me saying goodbye. Everyone say goodbye.
Bye.
I mean, until the next time I run a blind shop, guys, I'll see y'all later. Have a good night, and thanks for watching.